Um, so how did this change? How did
Hmm.
me coming out, how did it change your outlook on my future, besides the obvious, and our family's future? And how do you think it's affected our family?
Ooh. Um, how has it changed my outlook on your future styling technique? Uh, I would say, I mean, obviously the obvious, like now when I picture your future, it's not with a woman, it's with a guy, right? That being said, I think you're fortunate enough to live in the time that we live in, so it's not unheard of for obviously people to, get married who are gay and adopt kids and live a fairly normal life, if you will, without a lot of problems, right? I mean, obviously people used to do that before, but you get things thrown at your house or whatever. Like you'd encounter much more day-to-day difficulty, whereas I don't think, depending on where you decide to settle down, I don't think that's going to be an issue for you, which is great. So, um, I'm not sure if you'll end up having kids or not. Like I could see you having kids and it'd be kind of nice to have nieces and nephews, but whatever. So I mean, I obviously think not much will change in my view of your future, other than it's a man instead of a woman that you would end up with, and potentially now I guess I could see you getting into some kind of like a political role, or like I could definitely see you getting into a more like activism kind of role, whereas obviously I wouldn't have considered that before, you know. Um, and in terms of the future of the family as a whole, again, now like I don't see it as changing much of the future. Like, um, not really at all. Like now, of course, at the time when you first told me, it was like this sort of, it seemed like a big paradigm shift. Like, like it was just changing how I looked at everything. But, 2 years later, well, it doesn't seem to be that different, I guess is the way to put it. Oh, I'll cry anyway. I guess I just want to say how proud we all all of you, and that I've really enjoyed the videos you've made, both in like some of them are very funny, and it's really kind of interesting to see this whole new side of you that now that I don't live at home, obviously I don't get as much anymore. So that's kind of cool, and I'm really happy to see you reach out to other people online, which is a pretty cool thing. That, I mean, if I had been in your situation 10 years ago, I wouldn't have even had that opportunity. So I think it's really, really a blessing for you to be able to have an online community who knows where you're coming from, either because they're experiencing it right now or they have in the past. And I think that's also really cool to see the older people who are watching your videos and leaving comments and being very supportive and encouraging you, because they've been where you were, and so smiling. And yeah, and I think that people should keep it up and keep supporting you, and that's really awesome. Why are you laughing at me?
It, it'll be funny when you watch Mom's interview.
Okay, did she say the same thing?
Almost, yeah, a lot,
Okay.
a lot of this. Here's one thing to note: Sonya did not watch Mom's interview,
No.
saw nothing of it beforehand, and I think that's really interesting. But anyways, that's my sister, and this has been today's video. I'll see you guys later.
Did she say the same thing?